And ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Live Hour, YouTube's premiere Off the Clock appliance repair talk for off the clock appliance repair techs. I'm your host with the most, Brother B, and you could have been anywhere in the world, but you was here with me. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a late night edition of Live Hour. Tune in. You don't want to miss tonight's show. Tonight's show, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be talking business talk. We're going to be talking a little bit about invoicing and some invoicing woes. We're going to be talking tool talk. Tonight's show, we're going to have ALLDOLLY versus HARBOUR Freight. Who's the best choice to go with? In tonight's show, we're also going to get into a little bit of channel news. We got new course dates just posted, new prices just posted. But ladies and gentlemen, tonight's meat and potatoes of the show is going to be about TMM setting the standard, raising the bar. But before we get into tonight's show, and before we show you some slides that me and my business partner, Richard Zilka, and if he's watching this evening, I want to send him a special shout out. He and I did a 4-day sealed system training with Marcone down here in Pompano Beach, Florida. Now, before I tell you about that story, ladies and gentlemen, please hit the like button. And before we get into tonight's show, ladies and gentlemen, let's kick things off with a little bit of channel news. Ladies and gentlemen, you know that we got to pay the bills here at TMM Academics. Ladies and gentlemen, you know that we're running a for-profit organization here. And, you know, any little bit helps. But we don't just come up here and pander for your money. We like to earn ours. So, ladies and gentlemen, in case you don't know, please go on over to tmmacademics.com. Ladies and gentlemen, we just got finished doing a phenomenal 4-day hands-on training. No, I'm sorry. A 4-day hands-on training with Marcone. We had a total of 16 people show up. 16 signups. As soon as we posted the pictures, the very next day, the next question was, Brother B, when is your next one? Well, guys, here you have it. Okay. TMM subscribers get 10% by reaching out through us to us through the contact page. And here we have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is it for the rest of the year. I probably won't do anything else, so get in while you can. This is it. We have a 4-day seal system beginner. Now, this is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Why do I got you up at 11 o'clock at night? Because, ladies and gentlemen, you guys are professionals. And we all are professionals here. And there's money to be made in the refrigeration department. Ladies and gentlemen, refrigeration seal system training helps you with refrigerators, upright freezers, under the counter ice makers. Basically, if the thing has a compressor, an evaporator, a condenser, a filter drop, after this training, let me put it up here. After this training, this is your chance. This is your chance. If you want to get in the big money, you want to land the big jobs, the big built-ins, you want to land the big Vikings, the big Liberes, Sub-Zeros, LGs, LGs. You want to land all of those big fish? Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Here it is. That is November 8th through the 11th. There's the address. All right. Also, not to be overlooked, our intro to appliances is I get the call all the time. Brother B, I got technician. I'm trying to hire. I'm trying to scale. I got a brother-in-law that needs to learn this. I got my son that needs to learn this. I need to sharpen up so I could come back and teach my guys. This is the class for you. This is our intro to appliances. It's a 4-day class. Topics include subject matter such as washer repair, dryer repair, refrigerator repair, and stove. Come through our facility, ladies and gentlemen, where we teach you sequence of operation. We get you out of the chair. We give you your own product, your own tools, and we make you work on your own units. You change your own suspension rods. You change your own drain pump. You change your own inlet valves. You become familiar with your inefficiencies. You become familiar with what you need to sharpen up on. There is nothing out there immersive like us. So if you're looking to get into the industry, if you're looking to send your technicians, if you're looking to scale, or perhaps you need a refresher, there's nothing wrong with it. Please, please, please don't hesitate. Come on down to our 4-day intro to appliances class, okay? That's December 6th through the 8th. Perfect opportunity to send your technicians. Perfect opportunity to get them going in the van. Whoa. We got royalty in the building. I want to send a special shout out to my brother, Richard Zilka. Without him, none of this is possible. Also, want to send a special shout out to a day one viewer of the channel, OG. I consider him a friend, a brother, and I can't wait to meet him in real life. Trinity Appliance Repair. Okay. Hotel recommendations are on the registration site, so please check them out, guys. Okay? We'll show you what we mean by that. You just click here to the RSVP. And then once you do, it'll tell you like the fee. It'll tell you the map. And hold on. Let me find up. There we go. Below is a few recommended hotels and restaurants. Typical price of the night is about 109. It's a 4.2 hotel. For 3.7 star, 115. Now, mind you, these things are relatively down the street from the school. So check it out. We do have some recommendations there. There you go on the map. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I told you I wouldn't talk your ears off. All right. So we got new. We handled the new courses that we have. They're 4 days now. They're not 5. So we did make an amendment to the price. The 5-day course was $2,000 all inclusive. The 4-day class is now $1,600. So there is a price change. You mentioned code TMM1, you save 10%. And also remember, ladies and gentlemen, if you ever purchased any of our products, please return. Please return. The doors are always open for you as a refresher. Polish up on your skills. We look forward to seeing you. Just tell us you coming so we can have the proper product for you. All right, guys, I am done with channel news. I told you I wasn't going to talk too long. I told you I wasn't going to talk too long and sell you channel news. But, guys, we get asked the questions all the time. Guys want to know, hey, man, how we sign up? How we sign up? So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. All right. We'll leave channel news now. And ladies and gentlemen, before we go on to our next subject matter here of tool talk, I want to give a special shout out to everybody watching right now. It's 10:30 at night. Please hit the like button. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's a nice episode of Tool Talk. We see them all the time, right? Wall ovens, right? And we work on them. They're cash cows, right? Look at these things here, right? Let me show you guys a picture of my screen here. Bear with me as I share my screen. We're going to talk a little parts talk tonight real quick. Boom. Sharing my screen. Bear with me. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So here we have it, right? We're talking wall ovens, right? So what do we do when we get to the customer's house and we see one of these guys here, right? Now, for a long time, the hell happened to that? That's not the website I chose. For a long time, it would be a nightmare trying to get this thing out of the wall. Look at this one here. Look at this guy here. Look at this stainless steel. Imagine trying to get this out on your own. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I went ahead and made a purchase. I needed contact. I needed content. And I went out and purchased the tool. You know, for a while I was dependent on somebody. For a while I was dependent on somebody helping me take these things out. I would call that person and say, hey, bro, can you come help me? I would tell him, like, bro, I'll pay you if you come help me lift this thing out of there. Please. And then all of a sudden, they'd give me the, yeah, I'll come, or maybe, or this, or that. And then they would sell me out. So, you know, ladies and gentlemen, I really got tired of this. And I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed to admit. But after 10 years, I went out and purchased a wall oven removal tool. Now I'm gonna leave this debate open to the public. Okay, I'm I'm not gonna speak from a biased perspective, but I bought a tool. Okay, I bought a tool. So I had a choice. To get these wall ovens out, I had a choice. And the choice that I had was twofold. In one corner, I can get something called an ALLDOLLY, and in the other corner, people have been telling me about Harbor Freight hydraulic lift table. So in case you don't know what I'm talking about in tonight's episode of Tool Talk, let me give you a quick preview of ALLDOLLY and help you understand who they are and what they're about. Ladies and gentlemen, please hit the like button as we go into tonight's episode of Tool Talk. We're going ALLDOLLY versus Harbor Freight hydraulic lift. What does the industry use? You guys are the judge. At the end of the Tool Talk segment, I'll tell you who I went with. But in one corner, you have ALLDOLLY. So let's go ahead and look at a quick video of ALLDOLLY and let's see what they're about.
To service a wall oven unit, it may need to be removed from its installation. Begin by shutting off the electrical breaker or other related power source to the oven. Now open the top door and locate and remove the top left side mounting screw.
Okay. Let's see if we can fast forward some of this. I mean,
close the door.
As service technicians, we all know how to do this.
Screw.
So let's get to about right here.
Close the bottom door. Wheel the ALLDOLLY into position directly in
so
front
here's
of the
this
wall
ALLDOLLY.
Carefully.
Now, just looking at it right from a bird's eye view, I'll be honest, guys. This looks like my dirty clothes hamper. Now, I'm not shooting no disrespect to ALLDOLLY. I really don't know these folks, but I will say this does look a tad bit flimsy to lift that big thing. Now, I'm speaking pure ignorance because I don't own this device. I'm just giving you my overall first view on it. Looks a little, I don't know. Let's see what we got.
Directly in front of the wall oven. Carefully slide and align its bracket rail to the bottom right side and bottom left side of the oven's mounting shelf.
Okay. That looks
now
nice.
Rotate the two locking knobs clockwise, tightening to secure the rail in place. Verify the bracket rail is even across the bottom of the shelf, directly below the oven.
Okay.
Carefully pull the oven out part way. Just enough to allow the ALLDOLLY access. Slide the dolly under the oven into position against the wall. Gripping tightly from its sides, slowly begin pulling the oven further out from the wall while resting the front of the oven onto the ALLDOLLY. Caution.
Another thing that I see here, right? And again, this is me being devil's advocate. But let's say that this guy here was eating fried chicken in the truck, right? He's like, Brother B, stop that Popeyes. He ordered the 4-piece dark, spicy, red beans, rice, Dr. Pepper, And he wiped his hands with a napkin, but he didn't really get soap and water on there, if you will. So he pulls up to the job, he wipes his beard. He shows up. The customer doesn't know he was eating Popeye's chicken, but he had grease on his hands. Now, I'm being devil's advocate. These little black knobs here, if you will, right? Let me zoom in on them. Can I zoom in? No, I can't. But the little knobs that the guy was tightening, what if you don't tighten it tight? Or what if your hands slip? I'm wondering if that beam with that wall oven will slide down because you didn't tighten those black knobs, if you will. Forgive my ignorance again. And again, I'm just playing devil's advocate, and I'm just seeing, like, you know, I'm just trying to understand this.
To the ALLDOLLY. Caution. Stop before reaching the back of the oven, and
Oh,
just
okay. Well,
far
that
enough
looks
to allow
nice.
the front
You
of the right
fold it.
side of the dolly to swing around into position. Position the right bracket rail just above the height of the oven, about half an inch from the bottom, and lock it tightly into place. Lift the right side of the oven while sliding and positioning the ALLDOLLY's bracket rail underneath. Now, carefully begin pulling out the left side of the oven part way. Once again, stop before reaching its back, and just far enough to allow the left side of the dolly to swing around to its rear location. Position the left rail
Again,
just
guys, in
above
the
the height of the
comment
bottom of the oven,
section, put
and lock
what
it
you
tightly into
use.
place.
In one corner, we have ALLDOLLY.
Lift
In
up the
the
rear
other
of the oven
corner, we have
while sliding
Harbor
the rail
Freight.
underneath. After re-verifying its position, carefully pull the oven out from the wall, rolling it far enough with the ALLDOLLY to gain access for repair.
I must
Avoid
admit,
any stress to
ALLDOLLY,
its
they
power
have a nice
cables.
product. I've been pretty harsh on them thus far, but all in all, after looking at their product, it looks like a secure device. I want to go back to this particular picture here. That looks pretty secure, guys. In my opinion, ALLDOLLY, whatever I said to you, please, don't beat me up. It looks all right, man. That looks like a good product right there. Okay? All right, so there you have it. In this corner, we have ALLDOLLY. All right? Now, there's another competitor. There's a competitor out there, and their name is Harbor Freight. All right? Oh, and I forgot to look up the price of the ALLDOLLY. If anybody's watching, put the price of the ALLDOLLY so you save me from having to look it up. And while you doing that, I'll be able to talk about the Harbor Freight hydraulic lift. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So what are we looking at in this corner? In this corner, we have the Hallmaster 1,000-pound capacity hydraulic table cart, right? All right. Now, what do we got here? It's saying that for $369 with tax, the 1-year warranty out the door, you're probably looking at about $400, right? Now, these guys didn't have a video on their website, so Brother B went ahead and did what he had to do. And with that said, Brother B created the content for Harbor Freight. So please hit the like button for Brother B and Harbor Freight. If you're watching this, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I would love to do more reviews for you. But let's talk about the hydraulic. I bought it. I bought it. I went with Harbor Freight. I'm gonna do their video, and I'm gonna explain to you why I went with them, my overall assessment, if you will, and more importantly, was it worth it? All right, so it comes in one of these guys, right? Let me tell you something. If you buy this thing from Harbor Freight, be prepared to go with two guys. You're not gonna get this by yourself. I'm a strong guy, believe me, I am. We all say that, but I really am. And I can't lift that. I mean, without me blowing my back, that thing is impossible to lift by yourself. That's my first knock on it. That is my first knock on it. And then it comes in this cumbersome, beat up looking box. But once you do all the assembly, okay, once you do all of the assembly, right? Here's a wall oven that Brother B was working on. Oh, come on, what's up? Here's a wall oven that I was working on. Okay, now these are my pictures, so I own the rights to these things. All right, let me remove my gargoyle looking image out of this and give you guys the full screen. If I lose you in the audio, please tell me. Anytime I switch screens and stuff, my computer acts trippy. But just to give you a fully immersive experience on my experience with the Harbor Freight hydraulic lift table, let me remove myself. Again, any audio issues, please let me know in the comment section. Whoever's live. Thank you, JC. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Lost audio. All right, all right. Don't worry. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Okay. I'm gonna try to. I'm really trying to take myself out the screen so that I can give you guys the full experience. But okay. So after you get it out of the box and you fully build this thing, it looks like this. Now, in my defense, I like these wheels, right? They're much more thicker. They got a thicker rubber sole to them. They just look more floor friendly, in my opinion. Again, you guys are the jury, not me. I went with the Harbor Freight, but I want you guys ultimately are the decision makers here, not me. But I like these wheels better than these guys here. Hold on.
Underneath. After pull the oven out from the wall.
I don't like those little thin wheels, guys. Honestly, me personally, honestly, I like the ALLDOLLY. The wheels just looked at, in my opinion, a little bit more robust. You know, that's number one. Number two, I like that I got a sturdy platform with the Harbor Freight. You know, that little knob thing and then folding the doors. Again, different strokes for different folks. I am not the judge, jury, and executioner. I'm just telling you why I went with the Harbor Freight. I like the complete flat surface, in my humble opinion. Okay, that was another thing that sold me on it. All right, what else? What else did I do here? Because I got a few pictures. All right, so hold on. I took it out the wall. Let me see. I took it out the wall completely here. As you see, it's completely out the wall. It's completely out the cubby hole. Single man operator. $400 piece. And I got this 400-500 pound range microwave combo oven, not range, this oven microwave combo out this cubby hole. No big deal. All right, took a little video of myself. Oh, all right, there I go, lifting it up. Look at the ease it is to drop it down. Relatively easy to lift it up. I personally enjoy this its thoroughness. Honestly, uh, I walked in the customer's house. Hey, y'all see this get up here? Y'all probably see me and be like, "Damn, that boy clean." Hey, y'all want to see what I really look like? Hold on, hold on, hold on. 'Cause I'm gonna show you what appliance repair really look like. Hold up. Here it go right here. Beat up Dickies and khakis and work boots and looking like a mess. All right. But anyway, there you go. That's what it was working with the Harbor Freight. Now, before I get into the who I went with and this and that, I mean, obviously you guys know who I went with. But before I give you my final recap, let's read some of these comments here and let's see what the YouTube world is saying. Uh, all right, so at Crew Sing says you will need a hydraulic table. Okay, so we got 1 for the hydraulic table, 0 for ALLDOLLY. Creole, oh man, that's my boy right there. Yo, Creole, what's good, man? Love, peace, and harmony. That's a day one guy. I hope all is good, my brother Creole. You good? My brother Creole says ALLDOLLY. Yo, Creole, in the comment section, tell me why you like them so much. Jacob says that's what we use, the Harbor Freight. Okay, so we got 2 people with the Harbor Freight, 1 person with the ALLDOLLY. The first time I seen an ALLDOLLY, it looked like a person. Oh yeah, that's a pro though. That Harbor Freight, you are not doing that by yourself. You are not lifting that up by yourself. You are not taking that up a flight of steps by yourself. No, get that out of your head. The ALLDOLLY definitely looks a lot lighter. Thank you, Jacob. That's a good point that I didn't think about. Great point, Jacob. Thank you for the comment. Rick, what's Rick talking about? It's not that easy when one side against the wall of the cabinet. I'm not sure in what direction is Rick leaning, toward ALLDOLLY or toward Harbor Freight. Jacob says, I wouldn't trust pulling a French door Viking or Blue Store out with that. Damn, with what though? The ALLDOLLY or the Harbor Freight? I have that in my shop. Okay, so we got a couple. This video does not do it justice. There's a table that comes with it. Slide it right under the table. Use it for doing dryer on top of the washer with 1 man. That's a good point. Okay, Creel. There you go. I need the rebuttal. But there we go. Harbor Freight again, continuing to get nothing but good reviews. How much is the ALLDOLLY? No one has told me the price. Let me look it up. How much is this ALLDOLLY? We got to get to the bottom of this. Products, dollies. No one's told me how much it costs. Oh, hell no. Let's share this screen. Woo! How you share this? Hold on, guys. Let me share my screen with y'all. All right, so with ALLDOLLY, you looking at, it's not letting me zoom in, but I'm seeing 575 to 615. 575 to 615. So the ALLDOLLY is definitely more expensive than the Harbor Freight. Okay. What else do we got? Okay. How high does the Harbor Freight go? Dan Creole, I didn't come prepared with that question. That's a great one. But Creole, honestly, bro, I'll tell you what, it go up to about slightly below my waist, and I'm 6 foot, 6'1". And if I gotta pull out like a dry sun, I thought about you putting like a pallet or something on top of wherever the maximum level is, and just keep palleting it up until I get to wherever my dryer is. Maybe one pallet, two pallet, but eventually I'll be able to get to that level, and I'll be able to use my Harbor Freight tool. But I don't know that answer, bro. I don't. Great question, Creole. Okay. Well, there goes your answer right there. JC says I have the Harbor Freight and it's heavy as fuck. 900. Damn. Clarification. All right. All right, guys. Well, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed tonight's episode of Parts Talk. Again, please, in the comment section, whoever you use to pull out your wall ovens, your mic, your microwave wall oven combos, put it in the comment section and defend why you use it. I just wanted to shed light to these two products. All right. All right. Well, we got that out the way. So we got Parts Talk out the way. We got channel news out the way. All right, guys. Oh, no, not Parts Talk. We got Tool Talk. We got Tool Talk and Channel Talk. All right, guys. We're almost done. You know what? I'll probably skip business talk and do a show on that all on its own. I want to get right into the meat and potatoes because we're almost coming up. We got 23 minutes before we're on the hour mark, and I want to talk about what took place the last 2 weeks with TMM Academics and Marcone. All right, I want to talk about the current state of affairs when it comes to appliance training. So let me share with you guys a screen. Bear with me. I want to share with you a slide. I want to talk about what we did with Marcone and get right into our live hour. But I have a USB card here and I have to share it with you. So bear with me as I figure this out. There we go. USB. Seal system class. You gotta be kidding me. Apologies, guys. Every time you're trying to do something, it's always a hiccup, if you will. I have a bunch of pictures that we took from us and Marcone's collaboration. And I want to show you guys what it looked like. But it's giving me a little bit of issues here. So hold on as I try to figure this out. You know what? Let me switch screens. Hold on, guys. One more second and I'll figure this out. Okay, let me put it in this one. All right. I'll switch computers. Okay, we'll go present, slides. It must be that it's just so many photos that it's not loading. Come on, you gotta be kidding me. If that don't work, guys, I'll just have to uh, tell you guys how it went. But I wish I could show you. Yeah, it's acting weird. This is the problem when you laugh. When you laugh, you suffer all the hiccups. Like I got this card here, right? Probably Lord knows how many thousand pictures we took. And I'm trying to load it, share it with you guys, and everything that could go wrong is going wrong. Let me try one more time. Removable device detected. All right, I think we got action. Slots. Your computer. Nah, it ain't working. Whatever. All good. That file. Something was wrong with that file. All good. Well, ladies and gentlemen, while that's going on, guys, let me talk to you guys about the current affair of appliance repair training. You know, when I got into this thing a couple years ago, appliances was relatively like easy. Like, you know, you had direct drives, you know, you had like appliances weren't that complicated. You had appliances that had defrost timers, you had appliances that had dryers that had timers, but you know, things has gotten more and more complex throughout the years. And I noticed with training, it suffered. Back in the days when I was doing training, um, you know, you had the samurai, you had he was a good one. You had the yeah, some good outfits out there that you can go to their training and you can learn from them. But man, we're different. And what makes us different is like, you know, I'm a technician. And when I was learning, how I learned the best way was just doing things with my hands. And you know, when I was coming up in the game, I used to spend all this money to fly to these conferences, and I would get in front of these instructors, and they would have like a PowerPoint, right? You would see something like on the brochure that would say GE dishwasher training, and you would say like, "Wow, I can't wait to learn about GE dishwasher trainings." And you would spend all this money, fly out, book a hotel, car, pay for the venue just to get to that class, and then they start showing you these slides. Like, okay, this is our new model, Turbo Vario 616. Next slide. And in this slide, you know, if you need to do the gasket, it's this part number, and here's the revised, you know, part. Next slide. All right, guys, and then in this slide, we're showing you, you know, the error codes that come up if this dishwasher ever has an issue. Next slide. And while this was going on, I was looking around me at all the other guys, and I was seeing guys just watching, and some guys were taking notes, some guys were recording. And I was saying to myself, when do these guys go touch this product though? When do they open it up? When do they learn how to take it apart? And here was the sad truth. They never did. They weren't allowed to. Why? Because when it comes to training, these people have to spend thousands of dollars to fly their product from one part of the country to the other. They're not gonna let Joe Blow go there and break up their stuff. And that was killing our industry for a long time. How do I know that that's killing our industry? Because these guys come to my class. And they tell me, bro, I went here, I went there, I went to this one, I went to that one. This one told me I couldn't touch their products. This one told me I couldn't use torches. This one was using like a little, no. To the industry, I say this, we have to do better. You have to give guys product to work on. Supply them the tools, let them learn their inefficiencies. It's easy to say in a book, yeah, you got to recover for 30 minutes, let it hold for 10. Yeah, but what happens when when the vacuum pump don't work? What happens when you having issues with that? The book ain't gonna come help you. You gotta be like, teacher, help. My vacuum pump ain't working. How do I do it? All right, don't worry. Look, you didn't do this or you didn't do that. A student working on product helps him or her learn their deficiencies quick. It shows you what tools you don't know how to use. The industry's been wrong. I'm here to challenge it. All that comes before me, or whatever many years and decades of appliance repair training that was out here, I stand before you today and say you guys were wrong. It's one or two few people that are doing it right. The right way to teach a guy or a gal is to bring them in front of a product, give them tools, and say, work on it, and let them figure it out. We had two guys from Texas attend our class. These guys did everything by the book. They recovered. They cleaned the system, pushed nitrogen through. They soap and bubble. They pulled the vacuum. They even charged the unit. Guess what? Soon as they took off their gauges, their hoses, very quickly for a millisecond, Freon came out. You know why? Because they forgot to put their stem valves. Those is mistakes that you learn in class. You're not gonna learn that in the customer's house. I pray you don't learn that in the customer's house. You can't, and that's what a lot of training institutions is messing up at. We're hurting the industry. We have to do better when it comes to training. These major manufacturers, stop training somebody on one particular product that you just came out with. Why don't you show these guys how to troubleshoot your products from the board, put your products into troubleshooting mode? Why don't manufacturers do more videos on how to enter these products into field test mode and service mode? And once you got an error code, how to test it from the board? Do more training on that. Slides and bringing in one product, that's hurting us, in my opinion. Okay, that's hurting us. And when Marcone was nothing like that. These guys got in the morning, they learned theory. We spoke to them about how system sequence of operation, how refrigeration works, how it starts at the compressor, condenser, Yoder loop, filter dryer, capillary evaporator, suction tube, indefinitely. How do you isolate a system? How do you put access valves? How do you properly tap in? Guys weren't even tapping in right. Piercing valves all messed up. Me and Rick walking around like hawks. Don't do that. Don't do this. Don't do that. Don't do this. And these guys weren't taking our criticism harshly. They were saying, man, these are mistakes that I just can't commit in the customer's house. And that's how you do training. That's how you train guys. You gotta you gotta put product in front of them and let them just really go at it and make mistakes. PDF slides are outdated. Go into a training facility where they don't let you work in the products, outdated. Go into a training facility where it's one product, one coach, and a bunch of people standing around watching, outdated. The only thing that works is hands-on, matched with theory, matched with coaching, and matched with real life headaches. What happens when you're soldering and you burn a hole in your copper, and now you're trying to put 1/4 to 1/4? Where's the answer for that? You got to do that in the class. You can't learn how to swim on land. And ladies and gentlemen, that's my critique tonight. That's my observation of the industry. That's my observation on how things were in the past, and in my humble 2 cents, where they need to be. I think if you're a paying customer of any platform that's out there, and that platform doesn't let you work on it, touch it. If you burn the liner up, you burnt the liner up. It was a mistake. It's part of the learning curve. When I started, I burnt up my first liner or two. I'd rather you do it in school than do it in the customer's house. My humble 2 cents. Let's talk about let's read what we got here in the comment section, and we're gonna tap out, guys. I've been preaching now for an hour. Who we got tapping in here? EJ. Oh, that's my man right there. My brother EJ, my brother from another mother. What's good, EJ? 600 too. How do you properly work on these things? What's the pressures? What does an inefficient compressor look like? What does a leak look like? What does a restriction look like? What does an overcharge look like? If you don't know these answers, if I'm speaking foreign to you, you have no business touching the refrigerator. Stick to dishwashers. Stick to dryers. But leave that to the other people. Who else we got in here? East Atlantic, checking in from the northeast of Florida. Okay, East Atlantic. Thank you for tapping in, brother. Love, peace, and harmony. I'm down here in the south by like Florida. I'm bugging. Fort Lauderdale, Miami. You know what I'm saying? So I would say southeast. All right, brother. Lots of slots. No hands on. This is what an appliance looks like. Creole, that's sad. And the thing is, you spend so much money. And you know how you get your tech support? At the end of the class. When the professor is done and you go up to him and you say, hey, sir, I was working on the unit. Here's what's going on. He'll help you there. You may get his contact card. And if you out in the field, he'll help you in the future as well. But that's not proper training, man. So great comment. Great comment. My man EJ said, I definitely burnt the liner at TMM. That's for sure. All right, guys. Well, we coming up on the hour. Look, my next show, it's gonna be things to look out for. MSA is coming out. On my next show, we'll be talking about their conference, what to look out for. ASTI. ASTI is right around the corner. They're gonna be coming to Orlando. We're gonna be talking to finding out what courses they'll be having, what kind of training, and I'll be there. I'll be there at ASTI. And we're gonna talk about other industry issues and other stuff going on. But ladies and gentlemen, I had a gang of pictures I wanted to show y'all, but for some reason my little blue diggy me jig here is acting up, so I won't be able to share those. I'll post them on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, so go check them out there. But that's all I have for you guys this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Please hit the like button for YouTube's Premiere, Off the Clock, Appliance Repair Techs. I want to send everybody a special shout out. Good night, love, peace, harmony.